Hi, Mel here, and I recently had the opportunity to visit the new Sapphire Lounge at the Logan International Airport in Boston. It just opened in 2023, and reports have been positive, so I was really looking forward to experiencing the lounge for myself. I hope you'll come along with me today to check it out. Chase launched its first Sapphire Lounge in Hong Kong in 2022, and then in 2023 they opened their first U.S. lounge in Boston. Since the beginning of 2024, Chase has opened 2 more lounges, both in New York, LaGuardia and JFK, and even more are planned to open soon in Las Vegas, Philadelphia, Phoenix, and San Diego. To ensure I had enough time to experience everything at the Boston Lounge, I headed to Logan Airport early and arrived at Terminal B, 3 full hours before my flight. While the lounge is technically located in Terminal B, it's actually right at the juncture where Terminals B and C meet, making it very convenient for passengers traveling from either terminal. The lounge is easy to find because it's located between gates B39 and B40. So after I arrived at Terminal B, I went through security and then followed the signs towards those 2 gates. Right after passing Gate 39, I saw the large and unmistakable sign for the Chase Sapphire Lounge. There are 2 elevators there, and to enter the lounge you take either one up to the 4th floor. When the doors of the elevator open, you'll find 2 welcome desks straight ahead. Check-in can be done at either desk. After checking in at the desk, I noticed that to my left was a flight board with departure information and a long hallway leading to the restrooms and the wellness amenities, among other things. To my right, I could see an open space with seating and floor-to-ceiling windows that provide plenty of light. Since I was already hungry, I decided to head to the food options first. But on my way, I couldn't resist taking a minute to appreciate the views onto the tarmac. The buffet was pretty impressive. Instead of a traditional buffet with shared serving utensils, the Chase Sapphire Lounge offers individually plated small dishes. I'm a bit of a germaphobe, so I actually really love this setup. It included a long bar along the side of the room, as well as a few more options on a separate island in the back of the room. The food itself is creative and varied. Each Sapphire Lounge works with a local chef, and for Boston, that chef is Douglas Williams, owner and chef at Boston's Mita restaurant. You can see his influence in the interesting food offerings. The day I was there, savory options included fresh ricotta cheese with cherry peppers and sage, a Korean grain bowl with rice, tofu, cucumber, and kimchi, quinoa with roasted beets and carrots, honey ginger chicken, a stew with braised beef and a variety of vegetables, roasted Brussels sprouts, a charcuterie plate, and a cassoulet of beans and winter vegetables. Dessert options included a whipped lemon parfait, chocolate chip cookies with sea salt, fudge brownie bites, and petite lemon bars. And if you're thirsty, there's a self-serve beverage station that includes a few unique options, such as spa water, seasonal water, and cold brew. And of course, there's a regular water dispenser as well. If you prefer full service instead of a buffet, you can actually just sit down at a table anywhere in the lounge and order from a menu of a la carte options. To access the menu, you need to scan the QR code at your table. I grabbed the small plate of quinoa with roasted beets and carrots and a glass of water, and then used the QR code at my table to pull up the menu on the phone. When the menu pops up, the top option is Order Food and Beverage. This brings you to a menu that includes quite a few food options, as well as a wide range of drink options. I ordered the Sapphire Burger and Fries and Reviere's 2, one of the locally inspired cocktails. I placed my order and a confirmation screen popped up. In less than 5 minutes, my burger and fries arrived, and about 1 minute later, my drink was served. To say I was impressed by the speed of service would be an understatement. And the food was delicious, especially the burger. I highly recommend it if you get a chance to visit the lounge. My drink was good too, though it was too strong for me, but honestly, my friends and family are used to my quirky taste in alcohol, and I almost always think my drinks are too strong. Wanting to do a thorough review, I followed my main meal with dessert. I tried each of the dessert options, but sadly, I wasn't wowed by any of them. If I had to pick a favorite, it would have to be the whipped lemon parfait. Having had my fill of food and drink, I decided to check out the rest of the lounge. The main part of the room was pretty crowded, but I was there on a Friday afternoon, which is usually one of the busiest times of the week at any airport. So considering that, it wasn't terrible. The bar was actually surprisingly uncrowded. I liked both the styling and the ambiance of the bar. And I couldn't help but notice the small touches, like the outlets near each bar stool. Across from the bar are more seats and tables, again with scannable QR codes for ordering. And at the end of this room is a tap room with 4 different premium beers on tap. Past the bar at the back of the large room is another seating area. And I made a mental note that this part of the lounge is much less crowded. It has a relaxing vibe and many different comfortable seating options, a perfect place to get some work done or rest before your flight. Similarly, the space behind the welcome desks was not at all crowded, and again, the vibe was very relaxed. Like the rest of the lounge, this area provides cozy seating, outlets for charging, and QR codes. Along the back wall is a large bookcase that I thought was a nice touch. I almost felt like I was in someone's upscale living room. The last seating space I encountered felt particularly warm and inviting, and especially geared to solo travelers. There is a row of individual seats facing a long, narrow fireplace. There are also seating pods for more privacy, and recessed tables perfect for a more private meal or solitude while getting some work done. A beverage station can be found along the back wall, almost identical to the one near the buffet. And in the very back corner of the room is a family room. I really love that Chase thought about families traveling with children and carved out a space where the kids could feel free to play and make noise. At this point, I only had one more area to explore, the lounge amenities. If you're interested in finding the restrooms, showers, nursing room, or wellness area, the hallway to the left of the welcome desk will lead you there. First up were the restrooms. They were well designed and very clean. And there was a sign letting you know that if you needed additional toiletries, you could request them. The sinks were motion activated and actually functioned correctly, which isn't always the case. And the toilets were exactly what I expected, but I'm happy to say that they were clean and well maintained. If you leave the restroom and head further down the hall, you'll run into 2 shower rooms. Both are designed with accessibility in mind. The shower stall is large and open, and there's a fold-down seat if needed. In addition to the handheld shower head, there's also a rainfall shower head. And as expected, they supply shower gel, shampoo, and conditioner. The shower room also contained a toilet, sink with vanity, and a luggage rack. Across the hall from the showers is a nursing room. It was large, comfortable, and well supplied. And finally, at the end of the hall, I found the Wellness Center. There are 3 separate relaxation areas separated by white curtains. Each contains a soft chair, footstool, and side table. And I thought that the sunlight and plants added nicely to the relaxing vibe of the space. At the very back of the Wellness Center is a separate room with an anti-gravity chair. A great feature of the lounge, in my opinion. You can also opt to wear an LED light therapy mask, which supposedly provides many benefits to your skin. There's also the added bonus of feeling like a character out of a sci-fi movie. If you want to book a shower or an appointment in the Wellness Center, there's a desk nearby with a friendly agent that can help you. You can book via the QR code at the desk, or better yet, from anywhere in the lounge via the QR code at your table or seat. After scanning, instead of choosing Order Food and Beverage, select the second option, Reserve an Amenity. These amenities are popular though, so I recommend booking as soon as possible. After a full 3 hours of eating, resting, and enjoying the Wellness Center, it was time to catch my flight. As I left the lounge and made my way to the plane, I reflected on how much I liked this lounge. First, I thought the food was fresh and inventive, and I love that they offer a buffet of small plates rather than having everyone plate the food themselves with community serving utensils. I also love that every table and seat throughout the lounge has a QR code that you can scan for table service. It really makes things so much more relaxing if you can find an empty seat when you arrive and just order food directly from your phone. I also loved the Wellness Center, and again loved that you could just find an empty seat when you arrive and book an appointment with the same QR code you used to order food. Finally, every single person I encountered working in the lounge seemed really friendly and helpful. I encounter great service at most of the lounges I visit, but service here just seemed to be above and beyond in my opinion. If you've been to this lounge, I'd love to hear if your experience was the same. My only complaint about the Chase Sapphire Lounge is that there are no plans yet to open one at O'Hare International Airport in Chicago. If you're listening, Chase, the Chicago lounge scene is not great, and a Sapphire Lounge would really fill a need there. If you're wondering whether you're eligible to visit this lounge, here are the qualifications for access. Chase Sapphire Reserve, JP Morgan Reserve, and the Ritz-Carlton credit card members and authorized users who have activated their complimentary Priority Pass membership have lounge access. Sapphire Reserve and JP Morgan Reserve card members may bring up to 2 guests per visit, while Ritz-Carlton card members can bring unlimited guests at no charge. Children under 2 are free. Other Priority Pass members receive 1 complimentary visit per calendar year, excluding Hong Kong. To gain access, show your physical or digital Priority Pass membership card, along with a valid boarding pass within 3 hours of your flight. If you have a Chase Sapphire Preferred, you unfortunately do not have complimentary lounge access. If you enjoyed this lounge tour and review, let me know in the comments. And if you've had a chance to try it yourself, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Also, if you enjoy content like this, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Until next time, happy travels.